I'm Mark Kaiser, and this is North American Hunter. On this week's episode, North American Hunters Michael Cassidy has the privilege of taking hunting club contest winners to Quebec for caribou. The wide sprawling tundra is a challenge. Are they going to find success? You're watching North American Hunter.
Pretty short notice, and I got a call from the office, and they said, hey, we got an opportunity for you to go up to Quebec caribou hunting. Do you want to go? And I said, of course I want to go.
Quebec, caribou, the perfect place to send a North American Hunting Club member.
I've been a life member of a North American Hunting Club for several years, and naturally I get on their website pretty much every day and found a link to a sweepstakes up here in Canada, the ultimate hunting giveaway, and I got an email that said, congratulations, you're the winner. So here I am.
Overall, it was about 2 days of full travel to get where we needed to be.
I did some research on the internet on Club Chambeaux and the country and the weather and what to expect when I got here. I was expecting more of a barren country. There's a lot of trees and canyons and hills. It's prettier than I thought it was.
So as we were flying up, you would look down and you couldn't tell if it was islands with a bunch of land or if it was lake with a bunch of islands. When we got there, we had solid roofs over our head, nice warm cabins. They had showers there for you. They had a dryer in case your clothes got wet. We got to the camp where we were at and we hopped in a boat and we boated across the lake. We were kind of in the middle of a valley, and right in the middle of that valley was a big pile of boulders. It almost looked like somebody had dropped a load of rock off and placed it there, and I'm sure that somebody was a glacier a few thousand years ago. It was pretty impressive. So we hiked up to the top of that, and from that you had this vast view of the valley. It was absolutely gorgeous, and you're just waiting for caribou to come over the ridge at any moment. Well, we just finished our first sit here on the first day at Club Chambeaux. We found ourselves a pretty good vantage point, climbed up on top of a big rock pile, got a gorgeous view of the valley that we're in. In the past, this has been a good migration point for the caribou, but nothing so far.
It's funny, the distances there look, you think you're closer than you really are, and I keep, Dan would look over and say, well, let's hike up to that little rock peak there, and we can do some glassing up there, and boy, it took us longer than it looks to get there.
It's kind of hard to know what to expect. Being that it's the first time, are we going to see singles? Are we going to see 20 come over? Is there going to be 1,000 caribou come over the hill? On day 2, it got windy. And I think to say it got windy was a little bit of an understatement. There was wind that was about 70 kilometers an hour coming off the bay, which was north of us up in Hudson Bay.
The weather was pretty, come and go. It would rain and it would be sleet and it would be hot the next minute.
It was quite an adventure. So you would walk, battle in the wind most of the day, and then it would stay, and then it rained. It would rain on and off, and then it would blow, and it would blow and rain. And that was kind of the cycle we had all day. We are kind of grabbing some shelter on the side of this big hill. A little bit of rain, a little bit of wind. It's kind of the story of the day. Overall, it may be windy and it may be a little rainy, but it's not cold. So it's not too bad a day, and we're just playing the waiting game. The everlasting waiting caribou game.
Coming up next, the caribou herd the guys have been waiting for is getting closer. But is it close enough to get a shot? This is North American Hunter. North American Hunter is brought to you by Cudde. Don't get blanked, get a Cudde. Mossberg, built rugged, proudly American. Get your Peak Realtree hat details at peakauto.com. New supercharged scent killer by Wildlife Research Center, beyond 99%. And by Federal Premium Ammunition. One shot says it all.